In this video we explain exactly what a poltergeist is, why you should never invoke them, and if you ever see one, move. German terms Poltern, crash, and Geist, which means ghost, which were combined to form the word poltergeist, spirit or ghost. In other terms, a raucous or obnoxious spirit or ghost. Despite being less frequent than traditional hauntings, poltergeist activity has been reported since the 1st century. The phenomena has inspired a number of significant movies and television shows in modern times. Here are some disturbing facts regarding poltergeists that you should be aware of in light of this. Some parapsychologists believe that poltergeists are a particular kind of angry spirit or supernatural being that causes emotional and physical distress. Others think that such activity stems from unknown energy connected to a live being or a specific place, like from another dimension. On the other hand, skeptics choose commonplace explanations like attention-seeking, practical jokes, and deceit. Clearly they've never actually encountered one themselves before. A story from the poltergeist origins includes something that happened to a secretary decades ago. Strange events began to occur in 1967 in the presence of the 19-year-old secretary Anne-Marie Chabrol at a legal firm in Rosenheim, Germany. Fluorescent tubes began to unscrew themselves, paintings began to swing, and there were significant increases in electrical activity. Additionally, the speaking clock was summoned several times each minute, and items were relocated. Investigations were conducted by the police, utility company representatives, physicists, and parapsychologist Hans Bender. However, a lot of people think it was a fake, especially because the event stopped when Chabrol left the company in early 1968. Maybe the entity was attached to her and that's why it left when she did? Who do they attack and why? Usually, a person-focused poltergeist involves a female adolescent who is going through emotional turmoil at the time the activity starts. This is not always the case, but most poltergeist stories do revolve around young adults. A man named William G. Roll, a pioneer in poltergeist research, discovered that those reporting poltergeist activity experiences ranged in age from 8 to 78. How do poltergeists attack, or how do the instances begin? Small, hardly noticeable things usually mark the beginning of poltergeist activity. Unidentified sounds or recognized objects, like your phone or keys, shifting from their typical location could be examples of this. However, while poltergeist activity usually lasts only a few months, the average manifestation lasts about 5, some cases have lasted for years. For instance, the Chilliwack poltergeist in Canada in 1951 lasted for 2 months. This period was marked by the poltergeist's loud, furious hammering on walls, occasionally accompanied by flying objects. The Brother Dolai case, on the other hand, involved a variety of phenomena that lingered for a while, including stains, carvings of pictures and Welsh words that were typically of a religious nature. The fact that poltergeists show thought towards religious objects or beliefs is definitely a dark sign. Which is what makes me wonder what they really are. Are they an escaped spirit from hell? A dimension where there is no God? An ancient spirit from the times of Jesus or even before? Could they be demons, or even fifth-dimensional beings? Maybe one day we'll have the answer. Some paranormal investigators and ghost hunters contend that poltergeists are actually troubled people's pent-up emotions, brought on by stressful situations, with psychological after-effects. According to the spontaneous recurring psychokinesis theory, this accumulated tension eventually unintentionally manifests as mental energy that affects the physical world and results in the poltergeist phenomenon. However, there is not much evidence to back up this claim, interestingly enough, which actually brings more truth to likelihood of them being entities. Many people think that poltergeist activity is caused by the spirits of the deceased. This is supposedly because many who encounter them feel as though they have intelligence and can have meaningful conversations with them. This could be the same for any entity though, such as a demon. Yet unlike demons, in folklore anyways, no possessions are noted historically from poltergeist hauntings. According to this theory, a soul or disembodied consciousness survives physical death. Dying a horrific death may lead to some of these souls being lost, and eventually lead them to turning vengeful. Where are Sam and Dean when you need them? The scariest part about poltergeists is that we really don't know exactly what they are. Therefore, we don't know much of their actual origins, or how to get rid of them or how to deal with them. From a historical perspective, the fact that they actively target religious objects in families' homes gives somewhat of an indication that they could be vengeful or angry spirits, or have some sort of demonic background. It's also possible that they could be dimensional reptilian beings, since these beings do not support the same God we support, if you believe in that theory. What do you think a poltergeist really is? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.